Basic Yeovil, 27.
So we're walking down to the seafront now. There's the winter gardens. Look at this, the weather. This wasn't in the programme. The air show's on and the clouds are... There's number 9 randomly stuck in a pedestrian only bit. The Vinto Lounge, Cafe Bar, Toyland. We are going to be heading to TX, see what games we can stream later on in the season as well for us. Oh, I don't know if you saw that, that was really low.
It's okay.
Sorry. You're alright, you're on YouTube. Well, you will be when I've done it. Seagull's trying to get in on the action as well, thinking it's part of the air show. Oh dear. Massive Marks and Spencers in Blackpool for the older people that watch it. Not kind of my style of clothing. What? And up we go. Might do a love art certainly. They usually do a love art. Oh, that was fun. That was a bit of a shower right there.
Bit of a shower.
We're soaked. It was a bit of a shower. Yeah. Yeah, this is what we can see coming our way. So blue skies, overcast, no rain in the sea, which is good. Still about an hour and 45 minutes we get here though. So yeah.
The sun comes out to dry us off.
Yeah, we need the sun out. We're a bit wet. Thomas is off buying another umbrella, put it that way, while he walks around with one. So he's going to look rather odd. He's going to look quite strange. So yeah. Anyway, more soon once we know what's going on. There's a heritage tram. Sun's out. Sun is out. Chair in contents from under the pushchair, dripping. David's having a bottle. At over 400 miles per hour, put it up at 4 to 5G. They'll reach a height of over 5,500 feet. The aircraft now slowing down to approximately 110 to 120 miles per hour at the top of that loop, which makes the control column of the controls of the aircraft a lot less responsive, meaning formation keeping is a lot more difficult. Conversely, they're now accelerating through 200, 300, back to that 400 miles per hour, and the controls are a lot more effective, which means now the pilots are working a lot more harder to maintain that formation as they come round to the left for the Apollo presents. On the left-hand side of Red 1 is Red 3, that's Flight Lieutenant Tom Hansford. He's also in his first year on the team. He's a former Typhoon pilot and qualified weapons instructor on the Typhoon, where he would teach weapons, technical information and tactics to the entire Typhoon force. The smoke comes on from Reds 2 and 3 now as the whole centre section starts to make their way rearwards as they form the second of our space themed shapes. This is Eagle. So we've gone from the Apollo space mission now to the Eagle landing craft. You can see Reds 4 and 5 all the way back at the formation. It's an extremely difficult place for them to be as we take all our formation references from Red 1. As the smoke comes on for the Eagle presents. And as you can see, being Reds 4 and 5 all the way back at that formation, it's extremely hard for them to see Red 1, which means station keeping and formation keeping is extremely difficult. We have two space-themed shapes as the Royal Air Force acknowledges that space plays an important part of future military operations. And UK Space Command was formed in 2021 and it reached its initial operating capability in 2022. Royal Air Force, however, this time with the 5th generation F-35. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your cameras ready for the lightning roll! As the team rolls to the left, on the far right-hand side is Red 4, Flight Lieutenant Ollie Suckling. Ollie's in his first year on the team, a former Tornado GR4 pilot and a qualified flying instructor on the Hawk Team Mark II. His opposite number on the left-hand side is Red 5, Flight Lieutenant Patrick Kershaw, known as Paddy. Paddy's in his second year, Red 3 from last year, former Tornado GR4 pilot and Typhoon pilot, where he flew with 11 and 12 squadrons at RAF Coningsby. All the pilots on the team must have over 1,500 fast jet hours, be assessed as above average in the air before they can even apply to join the team. They go through a very rigorous selection process of mock interviews, a formal interview, a flying test and peer review before those numbers are whittled down to the final 3 who become the new pilots for the new team at the end of the season. Red 7 has now moved to the left, Red 8 has now moved to the right to form Signet with all the odd numbers on the left hand side and all the even numbers on the right hand side. As the team come round to the left for the Signet presents. You may have heard in the radio transmission so far the way that Red 1 gives his commands to the rest of the team. It's almost robotic and monotone in the way he delivers it. And that's because we fly our formation by ear as well as eye, which means that as this command is given by Red 1, the guys on the outside of the formation are putting their input in just a little bit earlier than the ones on the inside. This allows the whole formation to move as one rather than a ripple effect down the wing. As the formation moves round to the right, you'll see now that Red 7 in 8 goes in trail on the rest of the formation. As the team get themselves ready, coming round to the right for one of the most popular, if not the most popular move that the Red Arrows fly in this year's display. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your cameras ready as the Red Arrows ride the storm. This is the Tornado! 7-8 roll, go aboard his corners. Red 7 and 8 start to make their rolls around the rest of the formation. Watch for the colour change as Red 1 brings the formation around to the right. He doesn't want to make it too easy for the rest of the formation, so the colour change comes on. He brings them round to the right, which makes a difficult job for 7 and 8 even more difficult, keeping that roll rate rhythm going all the way around. If you look at the front section, If you look at the front section, you may be able to see that the aircraft are flying with their air brakes out. That's a small door at the base of the aircraft at the bottom. What this means is the pilots are now flying with a higher throttle setting. It produces a hotter engine gas temperature, which makes the smoke burn a lot more brightly, and also disturbs the airflow out the back of the airplane and makes the smoke bloom a lot more fuller. And this enhances certain manoeuvres during the display. As we come to the end of the first half, so far you have seen formation flying involving all 8 aircraft.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run.
We're looking for about 3,000
Hear me
people.
out, hear
There
me
you go,
out.
number 1 with his tracking suit on.
It's
Keeping up
all
speed
the
of up to 150 miles per hour. And the interval runs down.
There are the things I want to know.
On to the rest of the guys now.
Secret start in your
And there we go.
heart.
2,000 feet.
But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing all my
Enter wind. Big cheer for Total Wayne Shore down. If I can turn your attention now to the skies at the middle distance, not directly at the sun, but slightly left, you will reach 3 canopies attached to each other. This is known as a tri- various different members of the Royal Air Force. We protect the UK through our quick reaction Typhoon aircraft who are on duty 24/7 across the... Alright, go. The Blues, they are the engineers and technicians and support personnel. On with the smoke. Now, Kirsten, she's been a professional wing walker since 2018. She's been into trapeze and aerial arts, so she couldn't be in a better job now. She says she's a self-confessed adrenaline junkie. Her favourite memory is looping over the coast.